Mount Everest, once a symbol of unspoiled beauty, a dream for adventurers, and a sacred peak for many. But today, it's facing a grim reality. The world's highest mountain is drowning in waste, and the consequences are dire. Known as Sagarmatha in Nepal and Chomolungma in Tibet, Everest has stood tall for millions of years, but in just a few decades, human activity has transformed it into the highest garbage dump on Earth. So, what went wrong? Every year, over 600 climbers attempt to conquer Everest. Each person spends weeks acclimatizing at different camps, generating nearly 8 kilograms or 18 pounds of waste. With no proper disposal system, this waste accumulates year after year. The result? Oxygen canisters, food wrappers, abandoned tents, and even human feces litter the mountain, and it gets worse. Climate change is accelerating glacial melt, revealing decades-old waste that was once buried under thick layers of ice. This isn't just an environmental disaster, it's a public health crisis. Polluted water sources threaten the very people who have called these mountains home for centuries. For the Sherpa communities, Everest is more than just a peak. It's their livelihood, their spiritual home. But the sheer volume of waste left behind by climbers is now affecting their water, land, and way of life. And then, there are the bodies. More than 300 climbers have perished on Everest since 1990. Many remain where they fell, frozen in time. The extreme conditions make retrieval dangerous, and so the mountain itself has become a graveyard. Even human waste is a growing crisis. With no toilets above base camp, climbers relieve themselves on the mountain. Some waste is collected and dumped in nearby landfills, but much of it washes downstream, contaminating rivers and drinking water. While China has introduced strict regulations, limiting climbing permits and enforcing cleanup drives, Nepal is struggling to keep up. Unlike Tibet, where only 300 climbing permits are issued annually, Nepal's numbers are much higher, with minimal restrictions. But there is hope. Local organizations and NGOs are fighting back, introducing sustainable waste management solutions, stricter expedition rules, and innovative cleanup missions. However, without global cooperation, Everest's future remains uncertain. As Terry Swearing, an environmental activist, once said, "We are living on this planet as if we had another one to go to." It's time to rethink how we treat the world's highest peak before it's too late. Like, share and subscribe for more stories on saving our planet.